right, good afternoon. I'm Travis County Judge Andy Brown. I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to welcome my fellow county commissioners, especially Commissioner Shea, who co-sponsored this with me, as well as I see Commissioner Trevelyan, Commissioner Ann Howard here as well. I've got a lot of LGBTQIA plus leaders from Travis County, county staff, members of our community, and I want to welcome y'all to the 4th annual Pride Flag Raising Celebration. There you go. I'm very excited that everybody is here to join us today, and we have a few wonderful speakers, so I'm going to keep this very short. But first and foremost, I want to say Happy Pride Month from Travis County. I'm so proud that for the 4th year in a row, we're going to raise the Progress Pride flag over Travis County, up that flagpole. It is so important that we're loud and clear that here in the heart of Texas, we're proud to stand in solidarity with our LGBTQIA plus community. We're loud and proud of our diversity and inclusiveness in Travis County, and will continue to ensure that we're one of the best places for everyone to live and to thrive. At a time when our LGBTQIA plus community is being attacked for being their authentic selves, we hope the flag serves as a reminder and a sign of hope that you are welcome, you are valued, and you will be supported here in Travis County. Now, there you go. So Commissioner Shea and I brought this resolution. I'm going to read a truncated version of it. Whereas across the nation, Pride Month is celebrated each June to honor the historic Stonewall riots of 1969 in New York City, led by black and brown transgender women and drag queens, where courageous individuals rose against harassment and demanded equality for the LGBTQIA plus community. And whereas the LGBTQIA plus community continues to face significant challenges, including restricted rights, social stigma, and limited access to essential social services, and whereas Travis County acknowledges the vital importance of education and awareness to eradicate discrimination and prejudice against the LGBTQIA plus community, and is dedicated to fostering dignity and equality for all. Through the celebration of Pride Month, we not only raise awareness and advocate for the LGBTQIA plus community, but we also strengthen alliances, recognize the determination and tireless efforts of countless individuals working towards a more just and equitable society. And whereas, with the Pride flag proudly raised this month, Travis County honors all LGBTQIA plus individuals. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Travis County Commissioners Court, do hereby recognize the month of June as LGBTQIA plus Pride Month. And I know we've got a lot of great elected officials here today. I want to recognize the ones that I got a note of. We've got Zoe Kadri from the City of Austin, City Council Member, State Representative Gina Hinojosa. You're going to hear from him, but State Representative Glenn Maxey, former State Representative and my personal hero. Lulu Flores, State Representative. Judges Nick Chu and Judge Alvarenga. Our soon-to-be tax assessor Celia Israel. City Council Representatives Cheryl Cole. State Representative Donna Howard. Judges Lori Iserloh and Judge Gamble. And then I'm going to turn it over to Denise and Council Member Natasha Harper Madison. Thank you for being here. Also, District Judge Soifer, Jan Soifer, thank you for being here. What? Yeah. Oh, and Sheriff Sally Hernandez? No, maybe. Here in spirit, I'm sure. Okay, so Judge Denise Hernandez, if you want to come on up. One of our amazing judges at the county level. I want to present her with the proclamation that we passed earlier at Commissioner's Court. Thank you for all you do. Thanks for your leadership.
Thank you.
And I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you. I'm a little shorter than Judge Brown. So what I want to begin is just really by thanking Judge Brown and the commissioners for creating this space. But before I begin my remarks, I always like to begin by honoring the indigenous ground that we stand on. So I want to give a thank you and gratitude to the Tonkawa, the Apache, the Guayatecans, and all of the indigenous communities that have cultivated and cared for this land. We give you gratitude. Thank you. I'm honored to be here in community with all of you. It's so important that we come together to show support and solidarity for the LGBTQ plus community. Today serves as a clear illustration that we are standing together as community leaders to support openly the LGBTQ plus community and making a commitment of true inclusivity and equity. But we still have so much work to do. In Austin, Texas, one of the most progressive cities in the state, we only have a handful of LGBTQ plus elected officials. I want to honor those individuals who are here today because we do this work together. I want to honor Judge Lori Iserloh, who is the first openly gay woman to serve a civil district court. I want to honor and recognize Judge Selena Alvarenga, who's the first openly gay woman to serve a criminal district court. Our soon-to-be tax assessor, who will be our first openly gay woman to be a tax assessor, Celia Israel. And then I serve as the first openly gay woman to serve a county court in Travis County, Texas. These are great steps in the right direction, but showing that there are so few of us in elected position roles. It's important that we uplift and work together to raise voices and lived experience of LGBTQ plus individuals. We are often discriminated against, oppressed, marginalized just for being ourselves. Just this week, we have a beautiful celebration of marriage equality happening, hosted by our county clerk. And on Saturday, I provided free weddings in partnership with the Cathedral ATX. And it's important to do initiatives and events like that because I myself was discriminated against. When my wife and I began planning our wedding, we were denied a wedding venue just for being gay. And that was in 2019. We are still on the fight for true liberation in our county, and it takes all of us, each and every one of you, to make a commitment to create safe and inclusive space for all, not just today, not just this week, and not just this month. Every single day of the year, making a commitment to create safe and inclusive space for everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. It takes all of us to create change. And so thank you again to the commissioners for hosting this event. Let's continue to work together to create safe and inclusive space for everyone in our community. Thank you.
Up next, Commissioner Bridget Shea.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Judge Brown. This is a symbolic act when we're going to raise the pride flag, but it's also an important demonstration of our commitment at Travis County that we see you, we welcome you, and unlike what's happening at the state level, we embrace you. We're not engaging in the kind of hate speech and demonization that we're seeing coming from our state, some of our state leaders. So we have a long history, actually, in Travis County. In the early 1990s, when I was on the city council, we passed the first domestic partners, a policy provision for the city, and there's been a lot of progress made since then. And I also want to just really acknowledge the guy who broke the glass ceiling on this at the state capitol, Glenn Maxey, and as a sign of progress, lots more work to do, but as a sign of progress, when he first took office, other legislators asked to be removed from the area around him because they were worried about being in contact with him as an openly gay man. So we've made some progress, but we still have lots more to do, and we're marking that with this action today and by saying loudly and clearly, we welcome the LGBTQIA community. We embrace you, we see you, and we are not going to engage in the kind of discrimination and demonization that the state has done. So thank you all very much. Thank you for being here.
All right, the man who started it all, Representative Glenn Maxey.
Thank you. Over 50 years ago, I remember hearing on the radio about the riot in New York City at the Stonewall as a young closeted gay man. For the next 50 years, from the closet to the Capitol to here, I've been proud of the progress of this community. You know, I recall in 1980 when the City Council first passed a non-discrimination in housing ordinance, and the voters called a referendum to repeal that ordinance, and the voters of Austin said very loudly and clearly no to hate and supported that ordinance. When the HIV and AIDS epidemic came to this city, our government reacted quickly and forcefully, and the city passed the first non-discrimination ordinance based on AIDS and HIV in the nation in Austin, Texas. As we went forward, both the city and the county adopted domestic partnership registries at the county and the city and provided health insurance to our families. And as we progressed to just a few decades ago, the county clerk and some brave district judges paved the way for the first LGBT marriage to occur in the state of Texas when Suzanne Bryant and Sarah Goodfriend were able to get a marriage license from the county clerk and get married. One of the first in the nation happened in Austin, Texas. We have much to be proud of, but we have so much more to do. And so I want to just end with a hopeful note by looking around this crowd and seeing how many young people and how many allies there are fighting this fight today. You know, if you watch the legislature in the last several sessions, to see the literally thousands upon thousands of young people redressing their grievances with this government in a nonviolent and very provocative way, I say hell yes to the Austin lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, intersex, and non-binary communities. We will not go back. And for everybody who hears my voice, it's time to get out of the closet and into the voting booth.
All right, up next, please welcome my friend Ash Hall.
Thanks, everybody. Happy Pride. My name is Ash Hall. I use they, them pronouns. I work at the ACLU of Texas, where I fight for LGBTQIA plus rights with our partners at Texas Freedom Network, Equality Texas, the Human Rights Campaign, and Lambda Legal. And I've lived in Austin and Travis County for 14 years, and I've had the privilege of helping kill more than 260 legislative attempts to harm our communities. I want to thank the commissioners as well as Judge Brown for hosting this wonderful event that's become one of my favorite traditions in our county. When I look at that flag, I think of our past, present, and future as a community. Our past, which was marked by resistance to state-sanctioned violence, very similar to what we are seeing today, and a reminder that the LGBTQIA plus movement will always be a movement to fight racism, sexism, and that state-sanctioned violence. I also think about our present, where we're seeing an unprecedented amount of hatred and bigoted legislation aimed at our communities, and the level of response and resistance to that particular attack. I think about the fact that this Pride is a celebration where we get to be visible and remind others that there is a loving community waiting for them whenever they're ready to join it. And more than anything, our Pride flag reminds me of our future. We are at a boiling point right now where we have a lot of decisions to make about what we want our county, city, and state to look like. And it's going to require all of us standing together and raising our voices and taking care of each other. If we want it, our future can look like one where everybody feels welcome, where everybody is safe, where their identities are respected, and where we are all truly free. But that will only happen if we stand together and we continue to fight for that world. And I'm happy to say that I think in Travis County, there will always be that fight. There will always be community that is aiming for that world. And so long as we stick together, that world will remain possible. And I look forward to joining each of you for another 14 years to make that world a reality. Thank you and happy Pride.
All right, our last speaker is the only reason why we're all standing here today. Kim Romero worked for me 4 years ago, which sounds like a really long time ago, and thought of this idea and helped us get it through the county process, and it's now my favorite tradition. So Kim, where are you? All right, come on up. This is Kim Romero.
Thank you for the introduction. Judge Brown has been a great friend to me and was one of the first people that I came out to 4 years ago. He also took me to my first Pride event, and 2 months ago, he officiated my wedding to my now wife. Yes, very nice. He's a great advocate and ally to the LGBTQIA+ community, and I'm proud to call him my friend. So, 4 years ago, while I was working in his office, we knew we wanted to do something special for Pride Month. We wanted to see what could be done at the county level to honor and build on the work before us. Now, 4 years later, we are once again celebrating the raising of the Progress Pride flag on Texas government property. 4 years ago, that was the first time in Texas state history for that to happen. Thank you again, Judge Brown, for all of your help and for being a great advocate to our community. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to raise the flag. Kim, why don't you lead us over towards the flagpole, and we'll raise the flag up. Thank you all very much for being here.